I don't know if you've seen this show Severance, but if you have, and you've ever worked an office job, this show, although it's meant to be hyperbole, trust me when I tell you it is not. This is such an accurate depiction of how working an office job makes you feel the desperation of it, the depression of it. it so even though this show is like playing pretend, it's actually incredibly accurate. Before I even talk about the aesthetics of the show, like this white hallway here, which is super depressing and just generic, before we even get to that, when you go to work, you wake up, you do your routine, right? You brush your teeth, drink your coffee, you drive, maybe it's a 1 hour drive to your job. None of that is paid, and all of that is part of the workday. So your morning ritual is part of your labor, but it's not paid. You're only going to get paid the 8 hours that you're at the office. And then when you drive back home, which might be another 1 hour drive, being a total of 2 hours driving, that's not going to be paid either. You only get paid for your time at the office. Oh, look, here's the boss lady of the show. So accurate as well. She's always a total Karen, right? Whether it's human resources or your boss, someone's gonna be a Karen. Somebody's gonna try and make you miserable. You try to be this good worker and follow the rules. Look at him here, like trying to be good and follow rules, like it matters. Like it matters. Ask yourself, as a worker, what are you working for? I can't remember the last time. I'm trying to, remember, but every single person I know has some kind of condition, some kind of minor acute condition like asthma, hypoglycemia, some sort of mild rheumatism, some sort of strange inflammation. I don't know anyone who's healthy anymore, like normal. And if as a society we don't even have our health, what are we working for? What is the point of coming to such a depressive, soul sucking job each and every day? What is the point? When I started watching Severance, I almost stopped watching it because the show is so good at depicting the utter oblivion of an office job that I just wanted to stop watching. I didn't want to keep watching Severance because I didn't want to get triggered into being forced to remember my time at the office job. I mean, I quit for a reason. So why would I watch a show that's about a job that I hated so much? Because you need to feel this. You need to watch Severance and get angry. Even if you've never worked in an office setting, watch this show, get angry, and ask yourself, why do we pay taxes? Why do we do all this? Oh, here, the melons. The melons. This is how they keep the employees appeased and docile. They give them melons or pizza, and each time they do something reckless, the supervisor goes, hey, don't you want some more perks? Don't you want a coffee mug? Don't you want some more Chinese finger traps? And that's how they give you like these little shitty rewards to keep you a slave and to make you feel like you've done a good job and it was a long day of hard work, but it wasn't. And you tell yourself that you keep going to work because you got to pay your mortgage or you got to pay some loan or some other debt, but in the depth of your soul, you know that you're wasting your life at this job. You know that you're miserable. It took for me and for everyone who worked an office job or some other job that you hated and you didn't sewer slide yourself, there needs to be someone needs to commend you or reward you in some way because it's not recognized how how miserable it is to go to a job that you don't like, a job that you hate, going there every day, 8 hours, 9 to 5, 5 days, 8 hour. What is that? 40 hours? I don't know. It's too much of your life that you're giving to some company that's going to immediately replace you as soon as you decide to like leave. I know a guy that had a stroke, and he had a stroke, and a few months later he got laid off, and it was obviously because of the stroke. But of course, the boss isn't going to tell you that. He's going to make up some bullshit reason in the letter, in the email you get, for why. We love having you as an employee, but our time with you is at a close. Some bullshit like that. And man, this show Severance, it has all that energy. Just imagine like a lifetime of working at an office, and Severance delivers that in like 9 episodes. It's great. It's great. Also, I have to mention just how feminized the work environment is, and also shows as well. But you're gonna see in the show like the only goal getters are the women. The men are portrayed as like midwit mental defectives, right? And the Karen boss and the redhead girl, they're the go getters. And outside of Hollywood, like in real life, uh, jobs where there's women, any job that women are allowed to work with men, the environment is so feminized to the point where it's toxic. It's absolutely ridiculous. Like the feminization of society, it's real. You need to open your eyes and start paying attention. I remember when I worked at the office, there was two male bathrooms and two female bathrooms, and they took one of the men one of the men's bathrooms and they just made it a female bathroom. So now there was one male bathroom and three female bathrooms, which I guess makes sense because women have just more maintenance to run whenever they go to the bathroom. But it was still discriminatory, like as a man you feel like they're turning their back on you. That's how you feel as a man in the work environment. Another thought I kept having when I worked in the office was I should have got into construction. That was a recurring thought I kept. I should have got into construction. Why am I here working at an office? But yes, I think collectively as a society, we need to wake up and realize that we're slaves, and we have to. There's Karens outside of work and outside of the human resources department. That stupid neighbor that you have that yells at you every time you walk your dog. What's wrong with people? Why are you acting like a hall monitor in real life outside of work? What the fuck is wrong with you? And if as a community we keep letting these sort of people fester, they're gonna keep creating new bullshit laws that keep restricting you and restricting you and restricting you. Have you seen how many laws there are for like nonsense bullshit? Like the world is so small now. Just observe, recognize the patterns. The world is smaller than it's ever been. Who wants to live in this piece of shit world? And I haven't even touched on the fucking ocean and shit. I'm not, for now, let's not delve that deep into this. But again, right, returning to the office work environment, do you really want to live in this purgatory? Like, ask yourself, is this really what you want to do? Look at me, dude. I quit everything. I have a better job now, but I picked a job that let me focus on this YouTube thing that I'm doing, which is such a Hail Mary shot in the dark. I don't know what I'm doing with this YouTube stuff. I see things, I make content, and that's it. And hopefully one day I can get, enough subscribers where I can do this full time, quit my job. That would be great. And I know you might be thinking, like, oh, I don't have any other recourse. I have to work this shitty job. This job is super shitty. I have to work it. You know, a job that's better, even though it was a job I had that was better than working the office. It was a night shift job, which sucks, but I was a security guard for a while. And even though you're all alone at your post, you don't get the annoying coworkers bothering you, right? You might think it's a negative to be all alone at your post as a security guard, but it's so much more bearable than going to the fucking office. And the job was also much closer to home, so I was saving a lot of money on gas. Like evaluate your situation. Like, do you like your life? Is it because of your job? Quit your job immediately. Stop overthinking it. Unless you have some kind of condition or you have to pay for somebody else's medical treatment, there's no reason why you should stay at like a decent paying or a high paying job while it is actively making you miserable. Please, like, introspect. Look inwards. Stop being a slave. I don't even know what else to say, so thanks for watching, guys. Take care and enjoy.